So today, while looking up information on a video I did about how to stop being honest with the internet because the internet is being dishonest with you, I typed in covert versus overt Linux. Now, it came up with variations on, I'm not going to give you that answer, which you are looking here. It wants me to look up convert Linux, etc. If I do over here, if I get rid of the word distros and put in covert Linux, it asks me, did you mean convert Linux, which obviously doesn't make any damn sense. But it lets me search instead for covert Linux. And it doesn't offer any useful results at all unless I do that. So we'll right click and open a new tab here. Now if we look up overt Linux, it immediately brings up a suggestion which again is not making any sense. It's not even vaguely associated with the word overt, but we can look for overt Linux if we go ahead and open a new page. Now I want to point out, you can notice how long this is, and it has over here after the word search question mark, it has UDM equals 14. That means turn off the AI utility or the AI bot. I used it in both of these. When I follow that search suggestion, it eliminates the AI bot and it brings up convert Linux only as its did you mean, but it also allows me to look up covert comm specialist, passive covert channels. It actually brings it up. But it doesn't bring up covert Linux distributions, which is what I'm looking for. These are Linux distros that anonymize you on the net. And by the way, that's the majority of Linux installs. Now on overt Linux, again, it says search only for overt Linux, but it brings up something that's not relevant, and it's overt for virtuality. Open virtual solution for Linux. Okay, that's fine. So we look up overt Linux, and we get the same sort of linking. We end up with it pointing out VMware and stuff like that. There was a list of covert Linux installs. What these are is they are Linux installs for people who wish to remain anonymous. But Google is a corporation that is based on making sure that they can, at every moment of your life, follow you around. For instance, right here, it still says ampersand UDM equals 14, so it won't bring up overtly the AI bot. However, it includes tracking data. Lots and lots of tracking sequences and hash codes and hashes, building the cookie into here because I'm blocking cookies for Google. And again, this started off being a very simple link set, and then it does this other codes. Now, I'm sure these other codes say basically, yeah, don't correct them, just look for it. But again, some of this code is literally just tracking data exclusively. Now we have this one here that ends in AG and starts with 2A. And over here, do we have 2A and ending in AG? Yeah. What does VED equal? Okay, copy. Let's go ahead and look that up right now. Google VED parameter. Will it hide this? Will it suggest? No, it's suggesting something else. What does VED? VED code contains up to 5 separate parameters which tell you something about the link that was clicked. Okay. The link I clicked was on Google, but that's not tracking people. Valuable link context. Okay. Okay. So we could look that up, right? But again, it says, did you mean Google versus parameter? What the fuck would that mean? Again, I'm running the UDM equals 14, so we can't blame the AI. This is literally Google trying to misdirect us. Okay, so let's assume all of that's happening and let's try to figure it out. All of this happened mostly because I typed in distro, and when I was typing it into the to the description on YouTube, it decided to bring up a pop-up list of YouTube channels to link to. Now, I've disabled that a long time ago. There's a utility, one of many here on the top bar, that I use to keep YouTube from offering suggestions of any kind, because they're never what I'm looking for, and more importantly, it's used to create links between channels or just promote people who are paying money to interfere with me typing. The thing that was doing the pop-up or pop-down was the social suggestions drop-down on YouTube, so that YTCP social suggestions drop-down. Did you mean this? No. No results found. Oh no, I'm making a video using that in the title. Are you going to say there's no results found for me putting that into the title of this video? Are you going to hide my video or are you going to flag it? How are you going to rationalize no results existing for something that people have typed in all over the place? It won't let you find the answer to this. Block YouTube search suggestions drop down, YouTube origin. And over here, social suggestions drop down. I removed the YTCP so that it won't have that in there. Social suggestions drop down. Well, you can look it up without quotes, but you can't look up that exact expression. Well, my video is going to be up. For our auto-suggest dropdown, we use a standard text box along with a custom div that displays below it. That's how to create a suggestion dropdown. I want to block it. And now we get to this part. I'm doing text lookups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 text lookups and the uBlock origin page. This should not cause Firefox to run out of RAM. That shouldn't be possible, should it? And I don't know if you know this, but Google can keep sending garbage to Firefox to crash it. So anyway, here's the listing. studio.youtube.com ## YTCP-social-suggestions-dropdown is what you need to put in if you want to block the dropdown that interferes with you typing. You can sit there and type, for instance, over here. If I try to change that from covert to overt, delete the C and hit enter. Okay, then it does this. Now, if I go here and I go to home and hit the letter C, every 5 or 10 times I do that, it'll put the C over here and get rid of the word Linux and make it into a different word. It interferes with me as far as what I'm typing, my cursor position, what I'm trying to do. When I'm typing in the description on YouTube for my video's description, it interfered immediately with me trying to type in covert Linux distros, immediately went berserk and started putting in hashtags and inserted a page link to some random YouTuber, which it's never done over the last month. So again, on uBlock origin, we block it with studio.youtube.com ## YTCP-social suggestions dropdown with dashes between them, because that is something that apparently YouTube and Google don't want you to be able to find. And my video is going to be titled this. I'm going to include the whole damn thing. Let's see if it still says tomorrow that there is no such thing on the internet of people looking up social suggestions dropdown, which is the name YouTube and Google use. You know, this thing that interferes with me typing at random, puts the letters where I don't want them, or just simply redirects me to something that can make them money. So again, ask for it by name, uBlock origin. And again, it didn't want me looking up covert Linux distros or overt Linux distros, or even having the word overt and covert associated with Linux. It does not want me to do that. And remember, a good portion, like the third most common usage on the internet of a computer, is a Linux distro that doesn't identify itself as anything. It just doesn't tell you what it is. Just saying. Anyway, oh, and many thanks to Google and YouTube for making sure they include these totally not tracking cookies in the command lines. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. You'll all need it.